This is called Transmission for Them. I found out about this game on Twitter, probably like most people. I don't remember the first tweet I saw about it, but I'm a sucker for any game that circles around love or unrequited love or distance or tragedy involving love. I gotta have it. And one of the things that I saw the creator post is that if you get a physical copy, you should take a Sharpie to the page edges and create like this stained effect. So see how it's black? So if you get a physical copy, I recommend it because it looks really flippin' good. So this was originally white and then I just took a Sharpie to it and it looks so good. The interior is pretty black, so it looks really nice to have that. I think these are the authors, but this is a solo journaling game about lovers lost in space, playable with a standard deck of 52 cards. Someone close to you left Earth 6 years ago and you've been searching ever since. Was it worth it? And this is by Peregrine Coast Press. I probably pronounce everything wrong. I'm sorry. This is another game I think I got in one of the charity bundles. So you might have this in your library if you supported one of the many charity bundles that happened on Itch this past year. So check your stuff. I just like having a physical copy. So this is, like I said, I really like how it's all black. I think it's so pretty. It's a pretty short book, or it's a pretty thin book, I should say. Not that it's short on content by any means. But 6 years ago, looking at the bottom of the page here, you have passed since your lover left Earth. 6 years you've spent on a ship in the quiet of space trying to find them. You sit at the edges of the universe, reserves low, watching life go on. With no way home, all you can do is send your last transmission. So you only need something to write with, something to write on, a deck of 52 playing cards, a 6-sided die, an audio recorder. Make sure you pick a spot where you're comfortable and which lets you think freely. People watching spots are good, somewhere where life goes on. So think cafe, probably. So then here's everything you need to play. So it's pretty easy to set up this game. You take all the jokers out of your deck of cards and set them aside, shuffle the remaining cards, and set them face down. This is your transmission deck. Each suit of the transmission deck has a category of prompts associated with it. You can see the categories over here. So you also decide the person you're writing about immediately. So that like love interest. It doesn't have to be a love interest, I'm sure. You get to decide the length of your journey. They recommend a 6-year journey, and then you just sort of start drawing cards and follow the prompts that are given to you. So I don't want to reveal the prompts too deeply because that's part of the story, but we'll look at the art a little bit. When you're ready to finish the game, turn to page 34 and answer the final prompt. So I also think that's great that there's an ending mechanic. Let's look at some of the art. This will be a quicker one to go through, but there's some really cool, fun, stylized pieces in here. I like... Hey! There's our pal! So this is... we are currently going through transmission for them. We're trying not to spoil the prompts inside, since this is also a solo journaling game. But we're just taking a little look. So I don't remember how much I paid for this game, but I don't remember being overwhelmed with the price of it at all. And I really regret not getting the patch. There's a patch they made that goes with it. And it looks great. So if you order it from their store, get the patch too, because it looks really cool. I also like that this game has oracles, so if you're unsure how to proceed, you can conduct the tables below, ask your questions, then choose the appropriate table. You can use a 6-sided die or your deck of cards to generate a random result, or you can choose whatever result feels appropriate. So this is something I don't see a lot in the solo journaling games I've looked at. It's always something that you have to add yourself. So seeing it sort of supported here, especially on the back cover where it's easy to access, is really nice. All right. So like I said, this one was going to be a short one because I don't want to give away all the stuff. Pretty simple game. If you're into tragedy, heartbreak, and maybe they find each other. I don't know how this game ends. I haven't had the chance to play it yet, but I wanted to show it off because I can tell a lot of love went into this one. Give it a look. Give it a little look.